Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now recently I've been trying to beat my personal best when it comes to how much we can obtain a PC for. Now getting hold of any PC for a small fee is generally quite easy, but often you'll find it isn't capable of much and will more than likely have an old Celeron D processor or Pentium 4 inside it, both of which aren't very pleasant to use. So we wanted to find something capable of light gaming. Now we weren't hoping to find a system that could play new and demanding titles, we just wanted to find a PC that could scratch a few itches when those older yet somewhat classic titles are on your mind. What we actually got exceeded our expectations. £20 was the budget, or roughly $25. Now that's less than a stick of DDR3 RAM. So let's take a look at what we've got. So this is the beast. Inside this old girl we have a Core 2 Duo E7500 clocked at 2.93 GHz, 4GB of DDR2 RAM and a whopping 250 gigs of storage space. So far so good. Now we did have to buy this other case because let's just say that the original had no front panel, which it actually didn't. I know that we're only spending $25, but is it too much to ask for a little presentation? I don't even understand how you would lose a front panel to a case. Anyway, so far we've paid £11 or $13.50 in total, £5 or $6.20 for the PC, and £6 or $7.30 for the case. But we were in need of a graphics card, and with only £9 or $11.50 left of our budget, this was going to be difficult. We wanted something that was quite low power to avoid a PSU upgrade, although we had one PSU connector to play with. Now this one didn't really look the part, but spending more on a new one wasn't an option on our budget. Now back to the online auctions once more, and we found this. A GTX 550 Ti with no bids. Now our winning bid of £9.99, or what equaled about $12, pushed us over our $25 limit by a tiny margin, and with £21 or $25.50 well spent, it was time for some gaming. I hope you can forgive me for the 50 cents that we went over. So we wanted to start with those older titles and less demanding ones. Dota 2 and Minecraft ran well in full HD resolution, but we all know that this PC should be capable of a little bit more. It was just a matter of what resolution and setting tweaks that we would have to make to get this thing to play newer titles. So let's jump into Skyrim Remastered. Now this is the new version with all the fancy graphics. At 720p we achieved an average of 32 frames per second on the medium settings. Playing the old version from 2011 would have got you around 30 to 40 frames per second at 1080p with the high preset, but we thought it would be interesting to see how the new game performed. Fallout 4 was next, and we really didn't expect much, but 720p and low settings from the preset menu got us 32 frames per second on average. Remember that this PC just cost $25, and our only intention originally was to play older titles, so we consider the fact that these newer titles even run as a bonus. Now on a side note, GTA 5 yielded similar results to Fallout 4, so we decided to put GTA 4 to the test instead, a notoriously unoptimised game. To our surprise, at 900p we got around 30 to 40 frames per second, and bumping things up to 1080p saw frames around the 30s, but there were quite a few stutters and frame drops at that resolution, and so 900p was the sweet spot on this occasion. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am very impressed. We're always about putting together older builds or showing off the power of older components and the prices too. So to see such a cheap build come together and actually run games like this is always a great thing to see. As always, remember that this price won't be accessible to everyone when it comes to sourcing older hardware, and patience is always important. We spent weeks trying to find such bargains, and I wanted to bring you this video originally in September, but once you do find bargains like this, it is a great feeling. Knowing that the car in the game that you use to mow down pedestrians, or the arrow in the game that you use to shoot someone in the knee, was made possible by a super cheap gaming PC. So guys, thank you as always for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this inspires you to go out and try and find builds for this sort of money as well. If you can, let me know in the description what sort of build you can come up with. Let me know your current builds as well and how much you paid for them. And as always, I will see all of you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like or dislike the video depending on how you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one.